this is Carolyn at Carolyn's Paper Therapy. Today I'm going to try to show you through the rest of my Book Lovers journal. Yesterday we went through the first half and today I'll take you through the rest of it. Here's where we left off, and I'll have to tell you these altered books and really big journals, I start to seriously run out of ideas toward the end, and so I watched a lot of videos and got a few little creative ideas that I hope you'll enjoy. This page here, I used a book page. I've used quite a few book pages through here that I pulled out when I was doing other altered books. They make such a beautiful background. This page has a little pocket that I made. I made several of these. I found a video with instructions on how to do these, and I think it's just a paper folded up and made into a pocket, and then the inside is lined with the background, and then the front here is decorated. And I used some music and a little words and a little torn piece of paper, and these roses were on the paper that I used, and some antique lace and a book page. So when I glued this on, I just glued around the three sides so that I actually made another pocket. So inside the front pocket, I love this with the old typewriter and the flowers. These little tucks here make a good space for writing. And here's one in the back. And I like this page where things are not exactly straight, a little crooked. It makes a nice, interesting page. This one here, I took a piece of the paper artwork from this digital kit, and I put a piece of lace on the side to act as a hinge. So this opens up for writing. And I used a couple of book pages as a background, and this dragonfly actually came out of another kit. Even simple is beautiful in these journals. This page here, both these pages I used as a background, just some faded writing pages. This is just a piece of ephemera from the digital kit that I'm using. This here I just cut out of a page and glued it on the plain background, and this is a sticker butterfly. I love my butterflies. This is that pretty paper that's purple with the splattered ink and a page backgrounds and some black pen work. I just love it. These little tickets came in the kit, and I actually put this one on so it made a little pocket. And this is just a little one of my book pages folded and put in there. Over here, this is where I took the two pages, folded one in half, glued the top and bottom to make a pocket. It's trimmed in lace, and it just has a journal card inside. You know, after all, these journals are beautiful, but they are made for writing, so you need to remember as you go through making these to leave plenty of room for writing. This page I've just left plain. The paper speaks for itself. It's just beautiful. This is another one of those little pockets that I made up ahead of time, and I've used it the same way. I glued three sides down and inserted this tag in here that has stripes on the front for writing and plain on the back. Tuck this in the front pocket, and then this, I have a die cut that cuts out these little envelopes and then they're glued together, and inside there is a little piece of book page and another butterfly sticker. This here, I sort of made this up myself. I made this piece, and it folds in together, and then inside you can write. This is like two little doors that open, and these circles are made with a circular hole punch out of cardstock, and I do two so they'll be thicker and glue them together, and then put this little brad through there, and then this is tied on with thin jute so that it's tied closed. Hopefully I can get it open for you. And this opens up just to a place to write. And then you close it back up by wrapping your jute around. I also just put this on 3 sides, glued it on 3 sides so that it also had room. And this is a clock with hydrangeas from another kit that I used. So pretty. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. There's so many things around us that are beautiful, but we pass right by every day and don't realize that they're even there. This little hydrangea is from that kit with the clock. This page over here, I did the 2 pages again. I used the book page on the bottom page, folded this in at an angle, and decorated it with one of our pretty papers to make an angular pocket. And then this is just a piece of cardstock folded with that pretty pattern on the front, place to write. This page with the butterfly, I still love that. I leave it plain because there's room for writing. This over here was a lot of fun for me. I started out doing greeting cards, and I bought a lot of stamps and die cuts in order to make these different cards. And this is a girl who is sitting in her chair reading a book with her cat in her lap. And I happened to remember I had that, so I stamped it on a piece of paper and colored it to match this journal. She's got her coffee with the steam coming off of it. These are just little pieces of parts from the kit that I've cut and glued on. This page I did glued 2 pages together in order to make a top pocket here, and this is just got an insert of a place to write, and I made a tab and put a ribbon on it that sticks out the top. I left this page as is. I just added on tea and a good book. The kit came with some words, and that's one of the phrases there. When I was searching for ideas on what to do with the rest of this book, I just kept having more and more pages. I found these sweet little paperclip, this paperclip idea here, and it's just a cardstock folded in thirds, and the paper clip has a bow tied on top of it and is inserted between the 2 bottom pages and glued in, and then this makes a pocket on top. And I found these little tickets that I had, and I pulled out the one with books on it to put in there, and these could actually have a note written on them. And these can be made to clip on the top or on the side. I did mine to clip on the side of the page. So the page is blank and plenty of room to write, and then this just clips on the side, and you can add pictures or cards or whatever in under this paper clip. And I like that these ribbons hang out the side. On this page here, I had these two items here and under the paper clip. I ordered these large gold paper clips off of Amazon. I thought they were kind of pretty. I do a lot of the hidden paper clips, but when it's going to show, I kind of like for it to be something pretty. I did another one on this page, the same idea, and I put words on the front to decorate it. Journal writing is Voyage to the Interior, and then this little ticket has a typewriter on it. And the paperclip has a bow that hangs out the side of the journal. On the back side, I have just put in a book page and a ticket and a journaling card. The other day I got a box in the mail, and it was a beautiful gift from a friend. It was a candle, and it said, "In memory of Roy," who's my husband, who just passed away recently. And the lady who sent it to me, her mother was in the local nursing home here when my husband used to love to go visit her, and he would go up there every few days to visit several people up there at the nursing home as a volunteer. The name of the nursing home is Red Banks, and he'd always say, "Carolyn, I'm getting ready to go to the bank." And so he went to the bank several times a week. And my friend, whose mother was up there, sent me that beautiful candle. Well, in the package was a pretty little card, and it was inside this vellum envelope. And that's the kind of thing that most normal people would just throw away, but I thought, oh, I can use that on one of my pages. So I glued the vellum envelope on there, which makes it so you can see the design, and I tucked in some tags for writing. This page has a book page as a background, and then I made this folded page here. I'll show you, but when I glued it down, I just glued 3 sides, and I tucked this inside. And this is a little video that I watched that G. Kerr made, and mine didn't turn out quite as good as hers, but this is a little kind of a journal booklet made out of 4 pieces of cardstock that match. So I just cut my pieces from what I had and made this, and it ties together to hold it closed. But it opens like an accordion, and inside I put book pages, and also there's room to write. I used washi tape to fasten these in, and she had used a different kind of tape that I think might be better than washi tape, but anyway, the idea is really cute. So that slides down inside this. Now I'm going to try to tie a bow on the camera, which I don't know if I could do. Let's see. Concentrate really hard. There we go. Anyway, this just goes down in that little pocket there. And this has Velcro on it and opens up, and inside is just a lined paper that comes out that can be written on and tucked back in there. This page I just put some words on, keep a little journal about what's going right. This is just some paper that I had that I thought went with this book, so I used it as the background on these 2 pages. I made this into a pocket with some things tucked in the side for journaling. This one is neat. I just folded it in half. I had to keep printing out more pages because this journal just kind of went on and on. This here I made a long time ago. I did a bunch of these. I had watched a video, and so I made up a bunch of these, and it's made out of junk mail window envelope, if you can see the window right there. And you just rip paper and frame it out and then decorate it. I think it says find what gives you joy, and I have found what gives me joy. This journal making gives me joy, and sharing it with you gives me joy. Anyway, this makes a little pocket, and inside is another paper for writing and my butterfly sticker. This pocket here kind of came with the kit. It folds back, and when you make them like that, it gives you room to put a little more in them than just flat piece of paper. But all I did was take some cardstock that I had, and it matched, and I folded it so there's a big surface for writing folded in there, and another tag. Any little pieces of paper that you have left, you can cut around the edges and decorate them or whatever, and then add as a tag. This last page, I remembered making this card that talked about writing your own story. And of course, that's what journaling is all about. This journal is about reading books, but in the journal, when you're writing your own story. So I wanted to include this card in here, and it matches, and so it's on the final page. It says, we all have stories to tell. Tell me your story. And it's got a little typewriter and flowers and purple and blues and greens colors that we've used throughout the journal. And of course I added my little butterfly sticker. So this is the end of this one. Here's the back cover. It's been a joy to make and a joy to share with you today. And I'm thinking of doing one on music next. I love music, and I have several friends who are musicians and love to sing or play an instrument. And so I play the piano and love to sing in the choir, so I think that might be one that would inspire me and inspire others. I have several different page digital kits and packets to choose from, so I may make several in a row, who knows. But at any rate, let me remind you, every day's a gift. Today here in Kentucky, it's cloudy and dark, and it's a Sunday afternoon, and I took a nap, and then I got a couple of wonderful phone calls, one from my brother and a FaceTime from my grandson. And so those were my gifts this afternoon, that they reached out to me and to lift me up and show me some love. So whatever you're doing, look for the joy, and then reach out and share it with someone else. You never know what someone else may be going through. And so it's good to share your joy. And so until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.